Why not buy a car? Zombie works. Zombie earns brains. For the first time, Zombie has a surplus. They feel prosperous. What is the first impulse? To prove it. The zombie looks around. They see other zombies in shiny machines. Social media shows them influencers who define success by the objects they own. The impulsive zombie thinks, I deserve this. It's the sign that I'm making progress. They take all their saved brains. They go to the dealership. They sign papers. Sometimes they even take on bad debt. And in that instant, they have just activated a financial trap that will drain their resources. Zombie psychology, the prison of status. We must understand why the zombie falls into this trap. The impulsive zombie isn't buying transportation. They are buying status. They are worried about their image. Having a nice car is a fast way to impress other zombies. The impulsive zombie values the brains they think other zombies think they have more than the brains they actually possess. The automotive industry spends billions of brains on marketing to convince us of one idea. They tell us a new machine will transform our image, our confidence, even our lives. But it's a lie. They don't show you the zombie stuck in traffic on a rainy day just after receiving a 600 brain repair bill from the shop. Smart marketing makes you think that success is going into debt, but it's a trap to keep you poor. Look at the Cybertruck. It wasn't sold on practicality. It was sold on the image of power. Social pressure fuels this. No one in the horde applauds the wise zombie driving an old, paid-off Honda that runs smoothly. But if you show up in a new, financed BMW, zombies tend to validate you. They assume you are doing well. We see too many young zombies trying to look successful instead of trying to be successful. That need to look rich is the root cause. It makes the zombie stretch their finances so thin that in the end, the machine ends up owning them. The debt plague, the car poor. This need for status has created an explosion in debt. It is getting out of control. Let's look at the numbers. In 2005, total auto loan debt was about 720 billion brains. Fast forward to 2025, today that figure has exploded to an all-time high of 1.62 trillion brains. This has created a new type of zombie, the car poor. This happens when the zombie earns enough brains to cover the costs of their machine, but not enough to build wealth at the same time. They are stuck on a financial treadmill that keeps speeding up. And the trap gets even worse with something called negative equity. This occurs when the zombie borrows more than the car is worth. It sounds insane, but it's common. The result is a zombie who owes 40,000 brains for a machine that is only worth 30,000. They have a negative net worth of 10,000 brains. They are a financial slave to a piece of metal. The brutal math. Anatomy of a wealth killer. The impulsive zombie doesn't understand the real cost. They see the sticker price and think, I can afford that. They don't understand that the sticker price is far from the real cost of owning that machine. Let's dissect this affordable purchase. Let's look at this Honda Civic. It's the most common car bought by zombies between 18 and 24. At first glance, it seems like a sensible choice. The sticker price is 27,867 brains. Let's see the real cost of owning this machine for just 5 years. First, depreciation, 10,999 brains. This is the silent theft. It begins the second you drive the machine off the lot. It loses 10 to 15% of its value before you even get home. In 5 years, you will lose almost 11,000 brains just because time passed. It's like paying 2,200 brains every year for the privilege of watching your capital evaporate. Second, insurance. 12,000 brains. And this is a conservative estimate. It's based on a 40-year-old zombie with a perfect credit history. If you are a young zombie, this figure will likely be double. Third, fuel. 6,415 brains, just to keep the machine moving. Fourth, financing. Interest. 4,719 brains. This is the cost of not having the brains up front. It is the punishment for impatience. And this is with decent credit. If your score is bad, you could be paying 15 or 20% interest, not 6%. Fifth, maintenance. 3,224 brains. Oil changes, brakes, tires, the list goes on. And sixth, taxes and fees. 2,800 brains. The zombie government's cut. Registration, plates, inspections. And seventh, repairs. Budgeted. 1,790 brains. These are the surprise expenses. With machines, it's not a question of if something will break, but when. Let's add it all up. Your affordable 27,867 brain Honda Civic will actually cost you 46,821 brains over 5 years. It is a financial black hole on wheels. It is the #1 killer of wealth. The real cost, the ghost of compound interest. But that isn't even the worst part. The real cost, the ugly part, is the opportunity cost. The impulsive zombie buys the Honda. After 5 years, they have spent 46,821 brains. They decide to sell the machine. Its resale value is now only 19,295 brains. In total, they have suffered a net loss of over 27,000 brains. The wise zombie. They decide to invest that same 780 brains per month, the total cost of the car, into an S&P 500 index fund, a basket of assorted brains. Based on historical average returns, 10% per year, after 5 years, the wise zombie would have approximately 60,016 brains, a net gain of over 13,000 brains. The difference between these two decisions is 40,721 brains in potential wealth. Think about it. The same money that bought you a machine that depreciates could have earned you a small fortune. Every brain you invest in something that loses value is a brain you are not putting to work. It's a brain that cannot use compound interest to multiply. Most zombies repeat this cycle and wonder why they never have enough brains. Conclusion: the wise zombie's strategy. How to win the game. We are not against cars. We understand that in many places, a zombie needs a machine to hunt more brains, that is, to access income opportunities. But if you are going to buy, you must be a wise zombie. You must free up your brains to invest. If you want to buy a car and build wealth, follow these 3 steps. Step 1. Buy in the sweet spot. Don't buy new. Buy a car that is 3 or 4 years old. You avoid the brutal initial depreciation hit. A 35,000 brain car new might cost 24,000 at that age. That is 11,000 brains in instant savings that you can put to work. Step 2. Follow the 15% rule. Your total transportation expenses, payments, insurance, fuel, repairs, should never exceed 15% of your monthly income, brains. If you earn 3,000 brains a month, your absolute maximum is 450 for everything car-related. If you exceed this, you are car poor. And step 3, keep it for 10+ years. This is where you truly build wealth. The impulsive zombie trades in their car every 3 to 5 years, restarting the depreciation cycle.
The wise zombie buys once and maintains their machine as if their financial future depends on it. Because it does. Making these smart choices can save you 300 brains a month. Those 300 brains invested become over 118,000 brains in 15 years. That could be the down payment on a house, a real asset. All financed by making smarter choices. Being a zombie is no excuse not to think. More zombies, more brains, more videos. We'll see you in the next one.